Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. I'm doing something a little different today. Apparently, my children have taken over my home, so the only place that I can go and make videos is in my youngest daughter's room. So I apologize in advance if all of a sudden a toddler or a 10-year-old comes busting in the room, but this is our reality. This is where we have to work now. I hope you're healthy. I hope you're happy. I'm interested to find out how you're adjusting to this new self quarantined way of life. If anything, I can say that it's made your writing lovely. Your first week submissions were wonderful. I didn't even feel appropriate grading some of your work just because I read and I enjoyed it. It brought me back to how I learned to speak, how I learned to read, and the things that made me nervous as a kid. And now here I am, and I've built my life around essentially language and reading and writing. And just you stop and you think, boy, those things that I didn't remember that made me nervous as a 5 or 6 year old kid, I was really good at blocking them out, but they came back in full force reading some of your writing. Um, so I want to thank you. I want to thank you for those of you who shared intimate and heartfelt memories, and I hope it's going to eventually help you construct your final paper here at the end of this session. So the same thing goes for this week. This is actually one of my favorite courses, and the reason it is because you get to really reflect on who you are, and how many times do you stop in a day and think, boy, how did I learn how to speak the way that I do, or how did I learn how to be a successful or even still mildly struggling reader or writer? Like, what is it that shaped me? And to have the time to do that right now is and get a good grade for it is a positive. So the only thing that I ask for you is that when you're writing those brainstorming writing assignments, try and put as much down as you possibly can. I know there's no word count and there is no real specifics in regards to how much you should be writing, but make sure you answer all of the questions, put them in paragraph form. Paragraphs, I teach between 8 and 10 sentences each. Practice putting those details in that you're learning in Knowledge Path, and add those, add the imagery, add the passion, and start just getting into the habit of writing a little bit more creatively as you describe those memories that you have with language and literacy. Just so that you know, there are some adjustments for late assignments. It is the policy of the college not to accept week one late assignments, so I apologize if that frustrated anyone. But from this moment on, if you do submit late, there is actually only a 10% deduction. Also, make sure that your initial discussions are in on time and that they reflect everything that you want to be graded on. Another thing is, just make sure the rubric for your discussions reflects that if you submit and respond to more than 3 of your peers, then you get the full points for participation. I noticed that some of you responded to 3 peers, but that's not the maximum. So make sure you respond to 4 or more. Sometimes that gets a little confusing. I think so far everything has been going pretty well. I know that Knowledge Path has given a couple of people a little bit of a headache, and hopefully we are addressing those as we go. And if at any time you don't think that Knowledge Path is functioning properly for you, I can override some things, and so just keep me in the loop. Some of you have already done that, and we'll just make sure that you're getting credit for the work that you're putting in. Well, good luck. Email me anytime if you need absolutely anything or any clarification, and I look forward to reading this week's assignments. Don't forget, your initial discussion post is due by tomorrow evening. All right.